Today we are joined by Melanie of Mel's Board Game Room, so please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about your channel.
Hi, I'm Melanie from Mel's Board Game Room. So on Mel's Board Game Room, it's all about board games and it's what I play, what I like, and what I got. So I'll do my monthly top 9. I'll do some live playthroughs and reviews, a few interviews from time to time as well. I'll do lots of game hauls and unboxing because I have a purchasing problem. I also do a podcast called The Board Game Specialist that I do with my friend Carla, and you can actually find the recording of that podcast on Mel's Board Game Room also.
I think we can all safely say we have a little bit of a purchasing problem. Shelf pretty much proves that, but what would you say is your favourite game?
So my favorite game right now, I'm going to say Endeavor Age of Sail. I just recently played it again and I forgot how good this game is. It was so much fun. I quite enjoy this one. Now also, recently I got my Kickstarter for Endeavor Deep Sea, the sequel, so I haven't got to play this one yet, so maybe Endeavor Age of Sail has been dethroned and I just don't even know.
Fingers crossed that the Deep Sea version is better for you, and let's follow that up by what's your favourite mechanism?
For my favorite mechanism, I'm going to say multi-use card games. I love having the hard decisions of doing what to do with the cards. Are you going to keep them? Are you going to discard them? Are you spending them for resource? Are you keeping them for the abilities? Or are you going to use this section or that section of the cards? Every game that utilizes that mechanism tends to be a game that I enjoy. So definitely favorite mechanism, I'm going with multi-use cards.
That's a pretty cool choice and one that I think most people enjoy, even though they don't necessarily shout about it. Now, what would you say has the best component?
So the game with the best component, easy question, without a doubt, that is Kiro. And let me show you what I mean. Kiro has a sand timer truck. And what's going to be happening is you have dice that you need to roll when you go out of the compound, I guess, and you're rolling these dice trying to get the resources that you need. So while you're doing that, you're going to take your sand timer truck and put it on its end, and you're utilizing your fuel. So if you run out of fuel, the turn ends and you didn't get to collect anything. So you're trying to roll as fast as possible before the fuel runs out. Now, eventually you're going to need to refuel as well. So you're going to do the refueling action, and then you're going to take your truck and you're going to put it on its nose to refuel. And the other player is going to take all those dice and he's going to roll it as fast as possible, trying to get all fire symbol, because that stops the refueling. So they're trying to make sure you don't get too much fuel. How cool is this? This is the best component by far.
That is a really cool component. It actually makes a sand timer thematic, which is a cool twist. Now, what about your favourite meeple?
So my favorite meeple is in the game Topiary. With topiaries, there's 4 different kinds of meeple. Each player will be utilizing one that represents their players. And my favorite one in this one by far is the green meeple, where there's a little guy in a wheelchair. I love how inclusive that is. This is the only game that I've come across one like this, and I think that's amazing. I hope that more games do this.
I'm not sure I could think of any other meeple that is inclusive like that, so a nice and unique choice there. What game did you play last, though?
The last game I played is Art Deco by Rio Grande Games, and it's a game designed by Teti Wu. Actually, I still have it set up on my table here. I'm quite impressed with it. It's a deck building art collecting game. Most of the art collection games I've played are auction games, which I quite enjoy, but the deck building aspect is very neat. Plus, you'll be collecting, like in your cards, you'll have gold to purchase artwork. You'll also have different types of artwork. And each artwork, the more you purchase, the more they go up in value. So then when you have them in your deck, then they're worth the purchasing power as well. You can use them to purchase more artwork. The whole thing is so neat how it all works. And then at the end, the collection you've put together and their worth, you tally those points and see who the winner is. So Art Deco.
That's one thing I really like about doing this, is hearing about a game I hadn't heard of. That's always nice when you hear about a new game that also sounds pretty fun. So thanks for bringing that to my radar. Now, aside from board games, let's get to know you a little bit better. What other hobbies do you have?
So board gaming by far is my biggest hobby. That's the one that I spend the most time and the most resources for. But I do have a few other hobbies. One of them is drawing. So this is just something that I do for fun, nothing serious. It's just something that I do from time to time, just because I enjoy it. I actually recently joined a daily challenge group, which I'm not doing daily. I'm way, way behind, but it's just a neat way of getting some drawing in. I also like to crochet. This is a little Among Us character that I had done for my son for Christmas a few years back. And I also did this poncho that I had made for my grandmother, which was given back to me once she passed away. So crochet and drawing, but by far board gaming.
I honestly think if I could draw as well as you, I would be doing it all of the time, and that would be a major focus for me because, wow, you can really draw, and to be fair, crochet too. Now, what can people expect to see on your channel in the next few weeks?
So in the next few weeks, I still need to do my top 9 games of all the games I've played in the month of October. I'm a little bit behind on that because my game room and my office was kind of taking hostage because my sister got married in my game room. So that was exciting, but it's over now, so I can get caught up on the videos I need to do. Also, I got skunked recently, which is a dice game that resembled Farkle, but there's cards. So I haven't got to play it yet, but I do want to play and do a review on this one. Also, with the board game specialist, we are currently doing our top 100 games that we talked about in our top 100 episode as a way to celebrate our top 100. So we are going to be doing episode 107, and we're doing top 50 to 41. So be sure to check those out.
A huge thanks to Melanie for coming on and answering these rapid fire questions.
Thanks so much for having me. Bye.
Make sure to go and check out Melanie's channel, Mel's Board Game Room. The links will be in the description box below, and that wraps up today's interview. So thank you very much for watching. This originally came from the Tabletop Tea Time series where other creators are on. So go and check that out while you're here. Subscribe on Melanie's channel, and until next time, have a fantastic day gaming.